I'm sorry, world, yeah, title elimination match. And he faced against Raven for that match. Competed in two big time barbed wire matches. And I explained this earlier on Red Carpet Ring. He had one against Mick Foley. It wasn't ECW, but he did face again. The big one that I mentioned was not ECW, but he did have one against Sabu and ECW Born to be Wired. And they said it was so intense that Paul Heyman declared the last barbed wire match in the company to ever present to audience because it was so brutal. And then they had a tag team, a first ever no ropes barbed wire tag team match. Now this was the Funk Brothers versus Johnny Grudge and Rocco Rock. And I never heard that before. That is a first. He was sued by a fan for $18 million. Wow, what happened there? Using flaming arrows is not uncommon ECW. Tables, put on fire and burning weapons. He was once sued by a fan who claimed they were burned during an event where Funk entered the audience with a flaming chair. Now, for those you guys who knew about that, put a one in the live chat if you knew about him getting sued by a fan for 18 mil. I didn't know about that one. Wow. Ouch. Ouch. Can you guys hear me on the sound there? Can you hear me a little bit? Put a one if you can hear me, two if you can't hear me. Put a one if you can hear me. Okay. Thank you. Let's continue. He partnered with Arn Anderson for the first time in ECW. That's a first. I know they crossed paths, but not in ECW. They said he has sporadic pairing with Arn Anderson in WCW, teamed up for ECW and NWA. They were defeated by Bobby Eaton and Sabu, and never participated in WWE's ECW reboot. Now that's not true because he was at the One Night Stand 2006 with Mick Foley. Now if he mean like if they I think they mean the initial reboot show. See, that's the disrespect I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. How he don't get no recognition. I bet they invite this man to the place. Vince McMahon was on some "you're fired, you can't come back here" type of shit. So that's ridiculous. But this is WWE we talking about. But they said that it features some of low point show. Now, his last match, like I said, was ECW One Night Stand 2006. Never show up on the WECW program. It was another misstep in the reboot. So that's facts for that's fun facts about Terry Funk. He had no chance.
No chance in hell.
Now I have some more history for you guys. I can mention. Yeah, Terry Funk. He competed in multiple promotions, but he went through stuff in ECW. I heard that he helped jumpstart ECW. The whole it was Eastern Championship Wrestling at first, then became Extreme Championship Wrestling when Paul Heyman took over as the old owner. I think his name was Todd. He was gone, or Tom, whatever his name is. Basically, Paul Heyman took over the whole promotion, and Terry Funk helped jumpstart it, just like he was in All Japan Pro Wrestling. And I'll mention something about New Japan in a second. Load these ads again. Okay, as you see here, he spent majority of his career in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was in basically the 70s. He joined NWA in 68, 75. 75, he was with mostly spent NWA and New Japan. Now they say start 65 as I said earlier. He won the NWA title, had a 14th month of reign. I don't know why they don't show that here. But he spent a good amount in New Japan Pro Wrestling as well as NWA. You know what? He was in IWA Japan. That's where he had the match with Mick Foley. He endured 3 extreme style matches with ladders, thumbtacks, and barbed wire. Final match tournament, he lost to Mick Foley, as explained earlier, exploding the ring. And he went to ECW, was there for 3 years. And I'm trying to see. Yeah, he was so-called retired. Like I said, he had a no, he was known for this retirement back and forth, but he always came back less. Now WCW, he had a short run there. He was there 89, as mentioned, matches with Flair at Clash of Champions. He he feuded with Flair after he defeated Steamboat at Wrestle War 89 for NWA Championship belt. But he was only there, like I said, for a short period of time. You know, he came from NWA, but Terry Funk was one of the guys you, as I heard backstage, you couldn't control. He was one of the guys that marched the beat to his own drum. He marched the beat to his own drum. He wasn't gonna let you just control him, run him, do whatever you could do with him. It was just not gonna happen. So I think that's why he went in these promotions that long. He helped start New Japan. He helped start ECW, and he also was WWE for a short period of time. But I'm going to get into why WWE, I think, don't have the best relationship with him. As you can see, he wasn't in the ECW reboot. So, 1 second, guys, while I pull that up. So, that's the whole issue with that. Now, I mentioned ECW and a little bit of run with WCW. We'll talk about the WWE now. I'll load that up now. And it's going to show how he wasn't there long, but he just didn't feel comfortable. Where Terry Funk felt uncomfortable, he just left. Bottom line. Okay. Now say get the Funk out of town. Funk Brothers, they was in WWE. That's him and Dory. They was matched by Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South. He had the Brandon Iron. Now it says here, it was let's go into it. I know that's his brother, Hoss Funk, gave him a different name. But it said here Terry was given a manager. Funk was not pleased with that. He felt he never needed to manage his career because he could generate enough heat and speak for himself. Despite Funk's reservations, Vince insisted that Terry have a mouthpiece as a tradition at the time